OTBSpreads prediction show come to you live on May 17th, 2026. It's Sunday. It's run it up and relax. It's time to cash. Guys, we've hit a home run parlay 3 straight days in a row. Yesterday, we had Murakami and Alvarez cashing us on our 2-leg home run parlay. Day before, we had hit a 3-leg. Day before, another 3-leg. I mean, we've been just rolling on home runs. It's that time of the year, guys. I'm still chasing that high that we had last year on July 4th, man. To tell you guys, hey, this is what I'm going to do on July 4th. It's always fireworks. And we cashed 4 home run parlays. Let's see if we can have a fucking day like that today. I don't think it's a huge home run type day today just by looking at the books. But I do think there's some value out there on strikeouts. I think there's some value out there on the player props for hits, as well as I think there's a lot of really good money line value today, man. Like, I kind of lean on the Washington Nationals here today against Brandon Young. I just like the bats in that lineup, and we'll get to that, guys. But before we do, all I ask is you guys to drop a like. Make sure to subscribe here. And if you want my premium plays, I have them in the descriptions tab. Just go to the Winible link. You can go there, use the code word EDGE, save on any package, bronze through elite. And yeah, man, let's get to it. Let's have a day. We've got NBA playoffs today. Game 7. Who's going to the Eastern Conference Finals? If I'm the Knicks, I want to probably see the Pistons, in my opinion. That's my take. I think the Pistons match up a little bit better for the Knicks. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers have some offensive power that could trouble the Knicks a little bit. But yeah, I think the Pistons might, because they go on these scoring droughts, the Pistons might be the better matchup for the Knicks. That's just my opinion, so we'll see who gets it done. And let's get straight to that one, guys. Let's talk about it. NBA, kind of wanted to break these into 2 shows today, but I'm thinking I'm just going to cover it here and then get into baseball. So let's get to it, guys. Cavaliers, Pistons. I'm going to do both. I'm going to talk about basketball and I'm going to talk about baseball today. Look, this series was in the Cavs' hands, dude. They had a chance to win it, and they didn't. They shit the bed. Game 6, didn't even compete, really. Pistons, like I said, I called it. They're going to come out with this desperation, this energy. They're going to create a game that makes the Cavs uncomfortable. And they're going to win. They're going to win on the money line. I called it. I said Duncan Robinson's going to knock down jump shots tonight. Like, he did. I said Jalen Durant's probably going to come out and finally have a big game. He did. Look, all of that happens again. Pistons win. Give me the Pistons. I don't love the spread here, -4.5. A game 7. It's kind of hard to believe it's going to turn into a blowout. I don't know if I feel confident about laying the -4.5. I feel great about the money line. We were on the plus money last time, right? So sometimes that's where this goes with the juice on the books. Is, we won +148 in game 6. Here we turn around and we got to bet the money line at what, -180? It's a trade-off. They're getting their money back here. Even if the Pistons win, they've got it juiced. So I don't know. I don't know if I feel comfortable laying the -4.5 here with the Pistons. I think it's going to be a lot closer of a game. I think I would feel more comfortable if it was like a -2.5. So that's going to be my recommendation here, guys. Just go the -2.5 on the alt line. I do think that the Pistons ultimately win this thing. It's just a matter of how much and what does this series and what does that look like. The average game has been decided around 7.5 points. That means that if the Pistons win, they typically are going to win by an average of 7 here in the series. So the -4.5, if you need a side for me to lean, I would say lay the 4.5 with the Pistons. They're going to win on the money line. But I feel comfortable putting my money on like a -2.5 alt line. And let's keep it moving. All right, going to get into MLB now, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Once again, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. If you want my premium plays, they're in the descriptions tab. We've been cashing all week. Had a couple bad beats here and there. May has been a little bit softer of a run for us, man. Like, we have been on absolute fire all year. January, February, March, April. Absolutely on fire. May here, it's cooled off just a touch, but we still have a winning record for the month, and we're getting hot with the parlays right now, which is cool. So let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna go through a couple player props for you guys here in the MLB slate as well. We made some great massive updates here to Blowout Alert, guys. If you like data, if you like analytics, if you like player props, if you like looking for a true edge, Otto Lopez, top hitter in MLB right now. If you like to see what's going on with these guys, how are they hitting? How did they play against this team last time, against Tampa Bay? How's he done over the last couple of days? You can get all of this information in Blowout Alert, guys. It's going to give you pitcher data on the pitchers, the ERA, everything you need right here. Phenomenal app. It gives me so much insight. And we're still working on it, still making it better day to day to day, still making it better. Like, you want to know who's playing today? Like, let's take a look. We got the top home run hitters here. We can just take a quick peek at them, see what they're doing, and tail them. So let's get after it, guys. Miami, Tampa Bay, this game's getting ready to start. Give me Tampa Bay Rays. Rasmussen's the better pitcher. Yuri Perez hasn't had his best stuff. But let's get into the later games. Just because, by the time this drops here and you guys watch the video, that game's already going to have started. I told you guys I like the Nats today on the money line. I know Brandon Young's the better pitcher, but I think that they're going to roll out Lovelady today. And Lovelady's got a fairly low ERA so far in the season. I think that they win this thing. They get the Beltway Series. The Nationals are rolling. I like what I've seen out of them, especially in the month of May. Give me Dalen Lilly for a hit today as well, or over 2 total bases. Now, let's take a look at this, guys. It's recommending C.J. Abrams for a hit. Highly recommending C.J. Abrams for a hit. And it's recommending my boy Dalen Lilly for highly over a hit. So look, there's the 2 legs right there for you. Take them both for a hit out of this matchup today. And pair it with the Washington Nationals money line. Fuck it, there you go. C.J. Abrams, Lilly, and Washington Nationals money line. Get you a nice little parlay. Excuse me. All right, let's get into this next one, guys. I'm a little tired today. I don't know if you can tell. I'm dragging ass a little bit. Played in that tournament yesterday and had way too many beers. It was way too fun. Gambled way too much. But that's life. That's life. You know what I mean? Fucking hilarious, dude. Just dump some of the shit you say when you're fucking drunk. Idiot. But hey, let's get to it. Braves. Red Sox. Give me the Braves. Value. -1.5. They cover on the run line. This game has been a close one. This series has been a close one. Boston won. I called it yesterday. Boston won yesterday. I told you guys. I told all you guys in my DMs, in my inbox. Braves, 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 Braves. Hey, I told you guys. Be careful. Be careful with this Braves team. They're fire. But that was a spot. This Red Sox team against Tolly, that was a spot for them to win, and they did. 3-2. Look, I don't think that happens here today. I think that the Braves cover the run line here, -1.5. Both these games have decided by 1 run each. Typically in MLB games, we have a 15-game slate today, I believe, right? 15 or maybe it's 13. But we've got a large slate here. So that means that there's only probably going to be 1 to 2 games today that get decided by 1 run, where it's that run line is relevant. So I think that this game is not going to be one of them. Go ahead, give me the Braves -1.5, because the last 2 previous games, they were inside of that 10%, the 10% of where the run line is relative. And I just don't see that. Now, this next game, the run line could very much well be relative. And that's why we see the number juiced like it is. +1.5. This is a true coin flip game. This is a 50-50 game on the money line. Zach Wheeler's a good pitcher, man. Paul Skeens the best pitcher in baseball, right? I always say, take Paul Skeens all day long at -130. That's my golden rule. Well, I'm fading my golden rule today, guys. I'm going with Zach Wheeler and the Phillies. I think they have the better bats. I think that they can hit Paul Skeens to an extent. I'm not saying they're going to absolutely expose Paul Skeens, but I wouldn't be surprised to see this game stay lower scoring and then be able to get a run or 2 on Paul Skeens, and make it. And the other thing is Skeens is a righty, Skeens is a righty, and he's been, the Phillies have been good at hitting righties, even though Skeens has been elite this year, 6-2 win record, sub-2 ERA. Wheeler's right there, a fucking 2-0 record, sub-3 ERA. Like, give me the value on the money line, +110. I think the Phillies have some good bats. They've shown that they can hit righties, and Skeens can't pitch the whole game, and if he does, it stays lower. So I'm going to lean here on the towards the under a little bit, my under 7.5, and give me the Phillies on the money line as one of my favorite plays. So let's keep it moving. Guardians, Reds. Gavin Williams hasn't looked that good lately, man. That's a little concerning to me. I like the Guardians here, just because I love how Gavin Williams plays and pitches. So I can't jump off of this. And it looks like we've got some guys out here today for the Reds. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and take this Gavin Williams-led Guardians play today. It is minus 162 on the money line. It's not the sexiest play, but they should get it done, and you should get yourself about a 70% return on your money. All right, Blue Jays, Tigers. Oh, this is a tricky one because I love the fucking Tigers, and I like the pitcher for the Blue Jays today. So this is a tricky one because part of me wants to take the Blue Jays and part of me wants to take the Tigers. Look, I think that this is one of those games where the run line is relative. I would look at the plus 1.5 for Detroit, minus 166. And if forced to lean aside here and bet aside, it would be Tigers money line at plus 106. So that's where I'm at on that one, guys. Cubs, White Sox. White Sox have been on a fucking tear lately, dude. Like 23 and 22, absolutely rolling. Bats are alive and well. I don't know in this spot if Colin Rea is going to be good enough against how well these bats and the White Sox have been hitting. So I'm going to keep this one short, sweet. I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to take the White Sox plus 114 against the Cubs. I know the Cubs have been absolutely hot, but we're seeing a lot of these inner city battles from Baltimore and in the Nationals to the Cubs, White Sox to Yankees, Mets. And what we've seen is the underdogs get the edge early. I think we're going to continue to see that trend over the course of the series. I think what we see is White Sox roll, Nationals roll. And I'm unsure about that Yankees game. We're going to get to it. I think they do get to Peralta today. But I wouldn't be surprised to see the Mets steal another one. I was surprised that they got one against Rendon yesterday, but they did. Don't know what's been up with those Yankees, man. All right, that's where we're at. Give me the White Sox on the money line. Twins, Brewers. Pitching matchups kind of weak in this one. Gasser, Ober. I kind of like Ober a little bit more than Gasser, but I like the Brewers' bats a lot. They've done seem hit the ball pretty well out here in Minnesota, even with Buxton out. Yeah, I can't get past these bats. I like the small ball that the Brewers play. Give me the Brewers on the money line at minus 134. All right, pretty simple. Not in love with Gasser. I think this is a fairly even pitching matchup. If you want to take a look at some player props here, guys, we could take a look at the over for Cody Clemens hits. I kind of like that. I kind of like how Cody Clemens has been playing, actually. He's been playing pretty well. 225, not the best batting average on the team, but he's got enough hits, 23 hits. I'd like to see that number up into the 30s, though. I may stay off of that one. I don't like it as much as I like the C.J. Abrams and the Dalen Lilly play. Jeffers for a hit. Ryan Jeffers, I like. Oh, they got him. What's this here? Over home run? What is this? First home run. Okay. This is cool to jump in here on Blowout Alert and mess around with the data, guys, to see where everything is. You know what I mean? So there, Gasser has an elevated home run rate. I think it would be worth a look for home runs out of this Twins lineup today. Maybe give a look at Cody Clemens, Brooks Lee, Ryan Jeffers for a home run today. I like it. All right, guys. We'll take the Brewers on the money line. Maybe even, yeah, it's going to be the Brewers. That feels like a coin flip game there. So you might want to look at the value for the Twins, but I like the Brewers long term here over 9 innings. Give me the money line minus 134. Yankees, Mets. I'll call one side quickly. I don't really love that they're facing Peralta, but I think they get to them. Give me the Yankees money line plus money. Whenever you get the Yankees at plus money, it's another golden rule. You almost got to take it. Plus 102 versus a Mets team. Peralta, he's good, but I think that the bats are still good enough to get after the Mets. They just got to get it together. All right, man. I'm going to wrap this thing up because we're running a little bit longer than I want. Trying to go get my morning coffee, get my routine going. So I'm going to fly here. Let me look at one player prop out of this game here for you guys. Rangers, Astros, RBI, positive. Cesar Salazar. Interesting. He's pretty far back in the lineup. Wonder like what it's flagging that for. Caesar Salazar. Yeah. Doesn't kind of new. You know what I mean? Like guy could be a good play. There's probably a lot of value there. It's kind of why I was saying under RBI. Okay, yeah. Under RBI. Yeah, I lean more with the under, where he bats in the order and not with a lot of game experience this year. I kind of agree. Take the under on that. I wonder what the prop line is. Where does it give us? Yeah, I would agree with taking that one. There's nothing that jumps out at me off the board here. It's giving out a couple RBI unders on this matchup. A couple under hits as well. All right, guys. Yeah, give me the Rangers here on the money line. I'm not gonna get overextended on this one. It's minus 124. I believe they got a Voldy going today on the mound. Yeah, he's the better pitcher. I can't trust the Astros bats, and I can't trust the Astros bullpen. So give me the Rangers on the money line. Keep it moving into the Royals, Cardinals. Look, we were on the Cardinals yesterday. I'm going to continue to be on the Cardinals until Kansas City shows us that they can win a ball game. Why would we go to Kansas City, right? Like, why do that? But at the same time, this is a great spot play. I've been thinking Kansas City's going to win the last 5 games, and they never have. I think that the better pitcher today is Kolek on the mound. I can't believe that Palante is still going to pitch the way he's been pitching. I believe this is an inflated ERA, and this is not an unrealistic ERA for Palantine. But here, man, this is just hard to get behind this Kansas City Royals team at times. It really is. And with that said, I think I would lean towards the Kansas City Royals on the money line, guys. It's hard to get behind them right now with the way they've lost these last couple games and the way the Cardinals have played so well. It's hard for me to get behind the Kansas City Royals here, but I believe it's the right play. And as hard as it is for me to put this on tape and say, guys, Kansas City Royals, this is by far the hardest call on the board, in my opinion, is this one. Because I think it is a great spot play, but it's scary because of how hot this Cardinals team has played. And Kansas City's been hitting the ball really well. But give me the Royals here, plus 102 on the money line. All right, guys, wrapping this thing up, rapid fire. Here we go. I'm out of here. This is Blowout Alert. Please make sure to download. Let's take a look and figure out what we've got. Gabriel Moreno for a hit. Under 1.5. I like it. Moreno under 1.5 hits. Will Castro. What you're going to see is, guys, I highly recommend downloading Underdog, downloading Bet365. Any book that's going to allow you to play unders on hits. Like FanDuel doesn't allow, they're only letting you play overs on baseball because they know how often the under hits in baseball. So I would say lean towards some of these other books during baseball season. You can play your home runs or whatever in FanDuel, but if you want to play some unders like this here, like Lourdes Gurriel Jr. for under 2 hits, I love that play, man. Like Lourdes Gurriel hasn't had that great of a season. Like let's jump in and take a quick look at that. Like when's the last time he had 2 hits last game? 1, 2. He's had a couple 2-hit games. I'm not surprised. I didn't think he was hitting the ball as well as he is this year. So, and that's some of the nice things that you get out of this app. He is batting 200, so maybe it's just a recency bias that he's been hitting the ball a little bit better. But you get a snapshot. Like we all have this thing, and that's what the books are so good at, right? The books are so good at knowing the human emotion, knowing the recency bias, in setting pricing, setting game lines, baiting you, all of that stuff, just based on what you think. Like the Luka Doncic markup, right? Like I think you probably would have made more money over the course of the season by taking this under, because at one point it was like he had to hit 34, 35 a game just for you to make minus 110 money. Like, so I think that if you were to take the under on Luka Doncic more often than none this past season, you probably would have won. They do the same thing with guys, like teams going to Colorado, and then all of a sudden a guy who was being charged minus 190 for a hit last week against the A's is now going into Rocky Stadium and he's a minus 420. Like, I'm not paying minus 420 for this guy to have 4 at bats and not get a hit. Like, nah, fuck that. So it's just nice to get that snapshot with this here, you know, and look at blowout alert and have the whole landscape of how you can make a play, how can you get an edge with winning a parlay. And like, I think that that's an edge right there. Like, take Moreno or Gurriel for the under 1.5 hits, pair it up. I'm gonna go with the side on the Diamondbacks today. I like Soroka on the mound. You can pair it up with the Diamondbacks on the money line. I like the Diamondbacks today. I think they actually cover the run line, -1.5 at +110. Give me the Diamondbacks. Give a look to those 2 unders on the hits. Then we got San Francisco taking on the A's, man. We got Jeffrey Springs, man. I've loved the way Springs has looked this year. Hauser had a great game the other night when he played against the Dodgers. I don't think he comes back and does that again. Give me my boy Jeff Springs in the Athletics to get a nice little win. And watch out for Langeliers' home run tonight, guys. That's going to be one of my best calls of the day. Give me Langeliers for a home run. I feel it coming. And then Matt Chapman. They're saying under runs. Yeah, I don't agree. I agree. I don't think Matt Chapman's going to have a good game. Take the under there. But like, let's take a look at something else. Soderstrom for under 2 hits. Devers for over a hit. Look at that. Yeah, guys, go ahead. Take it. Take it. I kind of like that. Devers has been playing well lately. You take Devers for a hit. There you are. Found that out of blowout alert. It's just showing you some of the great things you can do with this app. Just go ahead, go to the descriptions tab, click the link for blowout alert, and then you'll be able to come right to the site, register, get it for free. And then if you want to upgrade and see exactly the full interface of this data analytics app, you're really going to unlock everything. It's going to be super easy to learn and put to work. So, all right, guys, LA Angels, give me LA on the money line. Give me the Mariners on the money line. All right, that's where we're at. I think that the better team tonight, better pitching advantage. We were on the Padres yesterday. Padres won. I think it flip-flops today. Back to the Mariners here at home. Mariners get a win. LA, I think that Sasaki or whatever the hell his name is, he's a decent pitcher. He's going to get it done. The bats for the Angels have went quiet. Give me the Dodgers. All right, I'm out of here, guys. See y'all next time.